Today is the day that Cameron stops being a little chicken. We are getting our nose pierced today. Whoop, whoop. So right now we're about to go pick up my friend from the train station because I'm going to a concert tonight.
And I'm not going.
And she's not going. I'm going to be crying in the club, bro. But then we're going to go get our nose pierced and you guys are going to watch if they let us record. Because, you know, in Springfield, they don't let you record. Look at this shit on my face. Damn. It doesn't look that bad in person, but...
No, I know. Every time I go to film, I'm like, I'm popped. On camera, I'm popped. In real life.
So how do you feel?
Feel good. Feel ready.
Are you nervous?
Not yet, but I definitely will be once we walk in.
You probably won't be till they clamp it.
Yeah. And I'm nervous.
Well, coming from a pro, third time around here, it's just very quick, deep pain.
Deep. Yeah. Cool. That's good. On our way.
Why does my hair look red? We just ate at Cracker Barrel, and now we're going to get our nose pierced. And this is Aubrey. And Cameron's about to shit her pants.
Literally.
And I am too. We are 4 minutes away.
I'm not ready.
Yes, you are.
Literally, there's so much build up to this moment. Like,
Yeah, because you've been putting it on.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
What's up?
We are wanting to get our noses pierced.
Girl, you're gonna be fine. Last
Gulp.
time, this nose is pure.
If it turns black,
virgin nose.
you'll know why.
Why would it turn black?
Thinking like, if I got it in high school, I would have been like SOL because I wouldn't have cleaned it. But now, like, skincare is my job. I wash my face, like, you know, I'll hopefully take care of it.
All the time. I want this evil goat. I want this lady luck.
I wait for that spring break in my neighborhood. Because, yeah. Oh, honey, it's okay.
Did it hurt?
Did you cry? It was a lot better than I thought. It hurts more now than it did. Thank you for being so fast.
You're all done.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
How do I look?
It's so cute.
Now it doesn't even hurt anymore. This thing's turn. This is Chantel, and this is me.
It's that, like,
Still coming.
I know where it's at. I'll give you a appreciate.
I'm shook right now. Can I walk?
Because it looks like a truck stop.
Why did that hurt so bad?
Oh no.
I was.
Ta-da! All up in there. It's like sticking out. I think I like it. I just, like, we didn't get to choose what we got pierced with, so I feel like I want it to be a lot smaller. So I'll just have to wait till I can change it, but Chantel?
Mine, I'm just letting you know, I look like trash, number 1. Number 2, mine hurt so bad. Like,
Yeah, mine didn't hurt, like,
it still is hurting right
as
now.
bad. Mine hurts now.
Like, this has to be a major artery.
An organ. And Aubrey?
Oh, she got her piercing too.
Bleeding
Hey,
my own blood. It is bleeding. So now we gotta drive back. So I hope I don't pass out.
75% blackout.
I'm 75% blackout right now. Hey guys, so it's been about, I would say 10 days since I got my nose pierced. So I thought it would be kind of beneficial to do like a little follow-up just of how my experience went in case anybody's watching this and they are thinking about getting their nose pierced or something. So, as you may know, I live in Chicago, which basically just means that everything is more expensive. And that even includes piercings and tattoos, literally everything. I had been asking around, and I got a couple names of places that seemed reputable and that they did a good job. So I called around, and all of their minimums, like their piercings started at like $65 or $70. And I was just like, what? It literally, I've heard how quick it is, how it takes like 2 minutes, and I'm just like, man. So I ended up talking to this girl that I work with who actually lives in Indiana. And if you're not like, I didn't really know this before I moved here, but there's a decent amount of people who live like right over the border of Indiana, and they just commute into Chicago for work. So she was telling me about this small town that she lives in, and how they do piercings above the belly button or something for like $20. So I was like, I would drive 40 minutes to save $40, you know? And I like driving. I'm from a city where you drive all the time, and so now that I've moved to Chicago, you don't really drive as much. So I was like, that's fine, like I miss driving. So Chantel and I got in my car, we went to get our nose pierced in Hammond, Indiana. And when we got there, she said it was $30, but that's still like half the price of the other places. Plus, who knows what they would have pierced with, you know, if they say like 65 is the minimum, it might not have even been like a diamond stud or something. Like it could just be a silver ball, or I don't know. So this place though, you don't get to pick what kind of jewelry you wanted, which was kind of like, that bummed me out because I wanted something smaller than this. And I was also kind of hoping that I could get pierced with a 20 gauge instead of an 18, like millimeter or something, I'm not sure. But the 20 is just a little bit smaller of a hole. But someone also told me like, then when I go to change it, I won't have any trouble putting in the smaller one, and my nose will kind of fit around it. So I just, you know, this was it. There was no deciding. This is what I got. So she like put the cork in my nose, I think. She just has like little corks, you know, puts it in there and then sticks the needle through. You can't like record when you're in there, but she was super quick. She didn't count down. She didn't go like, okay, ready, 1, 2, 3. Like that builds your adrenaline. Like it's just a mental thing. Like if someone's counting down, like it just gets your heart going. So I'm glad that she didn't do that. And whenever I get another piercing or tattoo or whatever, I'm just gonna be like, don't tell me. Oh, anyway, yeah, she did it super fast. I definitely had my eyes closed. I was really, really nervous. Like I was freaking out. And so as far as the healing goes, it did hurt a little bit like in the following days, especially that day. I would say if you're going to get your nose pierced, take some Advil before you go, and then take some again, you know, after like the time frame when you can. Because once we got some Advil after we had been pierced, it felt better. But I think it might help a little bit to take it before too. I know a lot of people do that. And then what else? It wasn't ever really too red. My nose kind of is just red in general, so I never noticed anything like that. But I did get like a chemical peel on my face like the day before or something. 2 days before, so my nose was kind of peeling, and it's still peeling like just around the piercing. So I don't know if it's like the saline solution that makes it kind of like dried out or something. And I try to like moisturize it really, really gently. Like I'll just put, you know, moisturizer on my face and then just pat my finger with whatever's left over just around it. Because they say you're really supposed to not get anything, you know, on it or in the hole or anything. So I'm trying to be really, really careful. The last thing I would want is for it to be infected and get like a keloid and stuff. So I've been taking really good care of it. I wash it twice a day with that saline stuff, and we just get there's like H2 Ocean or something that I've heard that's like made for piercings, but my roommate and I, we got it together, and we've just been getting like from CVS or Walgreens. It's called Wound Wash, like a saline wound wash, and it sprays out of the can like a shower, so you have to be careful, but it's been working fine. Also, like, you can kind of see up in there, I've been having to like push the nose ring like back in my nose because it comes out sometimes, and I guess like the one that they pierce you with, the inside of it is kind of like longer than normal ones. So I'm really excited to change it because it's just too long in there for me. And I think I'm just gonna go, like I said, to a smaller gauge and a smaller stud and something that just looks a little bit prettier. Like, I just don't like that it has this like so much silver around it, you know? So I don't know if you can even really like see what I'm talking about, but here is up close with the piercing. I know, this is like such a great view. So the lady just said like the best thing you can do is just leave it alone. So I really try not to touch it unless there's something wrong with it, like I need to push it back in or push it back up or something. Otherwise I just don't touch it. And I'm especially trying to be very aware of my hands. If they're dirty, I haven't washed them in a while, then I really try not to touch it. So anyway, everything's going great. I love it. I hated it like the first day I got it, but that's just me with any tattoo or anything new I do to my body. Like for a day I just kind of freak out like, oh my god, and then it is fine. So I'm happy with it. I really like it. Like I said, I've wanted to do this for such a long time. To my family and friends watching who told me not to do it, I listened to you for a really, really long time. But it's just something that I decided that I wanted to try out, and it was one of those things like, I'm just a very curious person, so if I want to do something for such a long time, I know that I still want to do it. And piercings are pretty like, you know, I guess I could get a small scar from it, but usually everyone that I've asked says that it just closes no problem and it's very quick. So I'm not really worried about it. Love it. I'm happy that I got it. I wanted it for such a long time. I wish I would have done it sooner. But at least I knew, like I waited until I really knew that I wanted it. So it's the new me. I hope this helped at all, or if you have any questions or anything like that, I hope this answered some of them. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching as always, and definitely like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more of the stuff that I post. I know I've kind of been not posting like super consistently, but it's just kind of, it's been a busy month, so I'm gonna get back at it and keep doing more fun things and recording, and hopefully I'll be traveling a lot more soon. I'm getting just like, finally, I'm still paycheck to paycheck, but I'm like getting a little bit better. Like I can put a little bit in my savings account, you know. So yeah, stay tuned. Lots of fun stuff to come. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.